Juliet Brabham stands outside her daughter's home. It was just yesterday. She and her daughter were together for Christmas.
We had Christmas dinner yesterday. You know, we spoke yesterday.
Juliet and her family now shocked to learn that would be the last time they saw 29-year-old Keera Brabham.
My daughter's gone. I mean, she did not deserve to die.
Just after 3 in the morning, neighbors say they woke up to smoke creeping into their apartments in the Versailles Gardens condominium community on South Colony Circle.
I just heard the fire alarm and heard lots of screaming, people telling everybody to get out and evacuate.
Cell phone video from a neighbor shows the billowing smoke as fire rescue crews work to get the flames under control. Officials say only one woman was found inside. Investigators with the Broward Sheriff's Office now combing through the unit to determine the cause of the fire and asking neighbors questions.
The police were asking the neighbors what happened or if there's something happened before, and they told the police that they were arguing prior to the fire.
Authorities have not confirmed the cause of the fire, but the victim's older sister questions if a recent breakup played a role in today's tragedy.
I think that he's jealous and controlling, and when she broke up with him, that he just couldn't handle it. He couldn't move on.
Now, the victim's family also says that she had a 4-year-old child. They say she was a bubbly, happy person, also a business owner, and we'll keep you updated on the very latest. In Tamarac, Lena Salzbank, NBC6.
On December 26, 2023, authorities in Tamarac, Florida, responded to a fire inside an apartment complex. Inside, they discovered 29-year-old Keera Brabham, a rising entrepreneur known for building a successful aesthetics business. She was rushed to the hospital but did not survive. The incident immediately raised questions. Was this an accident or something more deliberate? In the days that followed, details began to emerge. Neighbors reported hearing arguments before the fire. Investigators noted circumstances that required further examination by homicide and crime scene units. Her family voiced suspicions, pointing to recent changes in Keera's personal life. Behind the story of a young mother and business owner lies a deeper mystery that authorities have yet to fully explain. Why did the fire start that morning? Who was present before emergency responders arrived? Could her success or personal relationships have made her a target? This case leaves investigators, family, and the public searching for answers. As pieces of the puzzle come together, the questions only grow more pressing. What really happened inside that Tamarac apartment? And who holds the missing pieces that could finally bring clarity to Keera Brabham's final hours? If you enjoy real crime stories that uncover the truth, don't forget to subscribe. Your support helps us share real cases, spread awareness, and give a voice to those who can't speak for themselves. Before we begin, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? And what are your thoughts as the story unfolds? Welcome to True Crime Uncovered, where we examine the cases that shake communities and expose what happens behind closed doors. Real stories, real people, real impact. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Keera Brabham was born on February 24, 1994. Her early years began in Mount Vernon, New York, where she lived with her family before they relocated to Florida. The move took them to Vero Beach, a place that would shape both her childhood and much of her educational journey. She attended Highlands Elementary School and later Oslo Middle School. For high school, Keera enrolled at Vero Beach High School, where she also took part in a dual enrollment program with Indian River State College. This early exposure to higher education highlighted her commitment to building a career path that went beyond the classroom. Initially, Keera pursued nursing when she advanced into higher education. She began her studies at Florida A&M University and later earned an associate degree from Tallahassee Community College. While nursing seemed to be her original direction, she later discovered a strong interest in aesthetics and beauty services. This shift would set the stage for her future career. Keera launched her aesthetics business, known as Shaded Aesthetics, from her parents' home in Vero Beach. Starting small, she gradually expanded, moving from a home setup into a commercial space. Her reputation began to grow, leading her to relocate in 2020 to Broward County. There, she established an office in Plantation, Florida. By August of 2023, she upgraded once more, this time opening a dedicated office space in Sunrise, Florida. Her services included facials, eyelash extensions, waxing, makeup, chemical peels, and more. This made her a one-stop provider for clients looking for comprehensive aesthetics treatments. Her professionalism attracted attention, leading to features in media outlets such as Voyage MIA and Canvas Rebel. In these interviews, she discussed how she built her brand, the importance of using social media tools like ads and hashtags, and the financial strategies she employed to sustain and grow her business. Keera's reputation was straightforward. She was regarded as hardworking, business-minded, and consistent in her work ethic. Clients and peers often recognized her dedication to creating a professional standard in her field. Keera's personal life was closely tied to her role as a mother. In 2019, she gave birth to her son, Nico, with her partner at the time, Rick Francois. This relationship eventually ended, leaving her in the role of a single mother. Her approach to parenting was rooted in structure and guidance. She was noted for incorporating spiritual values into her family life. A significant detail is her tattoo of Psalm 27 on her leg, which symbolized her faith and the values she upheld in her household. Her social circle consisted of family, friends, and a wide network of professional contacts gained through her business. These connections created a broad base of people who were familiar with both her personal and professional lives. In December 2023, Keera's life took a turn. Reports indicate that she had recently ended a relationship. The details of this breakup became a central point of interest when investigators later examined her case. Days before her death, neighbors in the Tamarac area reported overhearing arguments. The content of these arguments and the individuals involved were not publicly disclosed, but they raised questions about whether Keera was under some form of conflict or stress leading up to the incident. The timeline leaves two possibilities. Was Keera specifically targeted because of her personal circumstances, or was the event that occurred purely coincidental? On December 26, 2023, a fire broke out in Keera's apartment in Tamarac, Florida. Emergency responders from Tamarac Fire Rescue and the Broward Sheriff's Office were dispatched to the scene. Inside the apartment, Keera was found and transported to the hospital. Despite medical efforts, she did not survive. The crime scene investigation focused on several key questions. What was the condition of the apartment at the time of discovery? Was the fire the result of an accident, or had it been deliberately set? Investigators had to consider whether accelerants were present or if there were any signs of forced entry into the apartment. In the immediate aftermath, neighbors came forward to state that they had heard arguments before the fire broke out. These reports added weight to suspicions that the incident was not accidental. Keera's family publicly voiced their belief that foul play was involved. They pointed to her recent breakup and the reported arguments as indicators that the case deserved closer scrutiny. The Broward Sheriff's Office responded by opening a homicide investigation. Both the crime scene unit and homicide detectives became actively involved in reviewing the case. Several lines of inquiry were pursued. Investigators examined Keera's personal relationships, with particular focus on the recent breakup and any possible disputes it may have caused. Forensic work was central to the investigation. This included toxicology reports, fire origin analysis, and determination of the official cause of death. Investigators also sought to confirm whether accelerants had been used, which would point to arson. Other questions were raised. Did investigators recover security camera footage from the apartment complex or surrounding areas? Were there witnesses who saw anyone entering or leaving the property around the time of the fire? A further line of inquiry was whether Keera had received any threats prior to her death. If so, had these threats been reported and were they documented by authorities? Keera's mother and other relatives remained vocal in their suspicions. They publicly urged investigators not to dismiss the possibility of foul play. Her family also called on the public for cooperation, asking anyone with information come forward. The community responded with tributes, including vigils, social media memorials, and formal obituaries. Her funeral was arranged through Stone Brothers Funeral Home. The case left many unresolved questions. Who had the most to gain from Keera's death? Was a fire intentionally set as a cover-up? Why were arguments overheard in the days prior to the incident? Did investigators fail to secure important early evidence? Could this be a case of domestic violence escalating into something fatal? Is justice for Keera Brabham being delayed or overlooked? At present, the case remains under investigation. No public confirmation of arrests has been made. The Broward Sheriff's Office continues to seek leads and maintains a position that the investigation is active. The case highlights broader concerns. Women who end relationships often face heightened risks, raising questions about safety and protection. The use of arson, if proven, points to a method of concealing evidence in homicide cases. This pattern has precedent in other investigations where fires were used to obscure the true cause of death. It also emphasizes the role of families in pressing for justice when official investigations are slow or incomplete. Without persistence, many cases risk remaining unresolved. The story of Keera Brabham unfolds in two distinct parts: her journey of growth as an entrepreneur and mother, and the abrupt and suspicious end to her life in December 2023. Her background shows a determined individual who built her career from the ground up, established her own business, and balanced this with motherhood. The circumstances of her death, however, leave critical questions unanswered. Was the fire that claimed her life accidental, or was it set intentionally? Did her personal relationships play a role? Why were arguments reported before the incident? The investigation remains ongoing, and with no confirmed arrests, the mystery persists. The key question is this: will the truth about what really happened to Keera Brabham ever be uncovered? If you found this story as gripping and heartbreaking as we did, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. And if you want to hear more true crime stories that uncover the mysteries behind these tragic events, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. You won't want to miss our latest stories, updates, and discussions. Thank you for joining us on this journey to seek justice and explore the truth. Together, we can make a difference. Until next time, stay safe and stay aware.